Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another videos. Manchester City signed Gvardiol from Leipzig. This is here we go from the Fabrizio Romano. He says Manchester City have reached an agreement with Leipzig to sign Gvardiol. So he's going to be the most expensive defender of all time. He's gonna Manchester City have to pay like 100 million euros because a couple of months ago or weeks ago, like Leipzig responded like they're not gonna accept anything less than 100 million euro for Gvardiol. And then Manchester City already reached agreement in a personal agreement with the Gvardiol like months ago, and now they already reached Leipzig to sign and to pay 100 million. So he's gonna be like at 90 to 100 million. He's gonna be like one of the most expensive, not even one of the most. He's the most expensive defender of all time. This is insane. And then when you sign, the question with the Gvardiol is, will he start at Manchester City ahead of the other, center backs? Because Manchester City has loads of center back and then quality center backs in everywhere. Nathan Ake, Manuel Akanji, Ruben Diaz, Johnstone, like they, everywhere. All right, everywhere quality center back. And then now they added Gvardiol, who is only 21 to 23 years old, and he's already played the World Cup. He already have so much experience with that ages, and then he have a so good technical ability. So Manchester City spent 100 million euros. The question is, will he have a chance to start ahead of the other players? I don't think so. But that's the problem, because when you sign 100 million players, you expect him to start every day, every single day of the week, because you spend 100 million for, it's not for nothing. It's like one player. Okay, nobody spent 100 million on a player to sit in on the bench, to make him on the bench. No, but it might be long term, because right now Nathan Ake is already 28 years old, John Stone is already like 29 years old, and Ruben Diaz is 26, Manuel Akanji is 28. So this guy is 21 to 22 years old. So in my opinion, this is gonna be like a long term option for Manchester City. He might not get a regular playing time and Pep Guardiola next season, because they have like Ruben Diaz, Manuel Akanji. So these guys are really great when it's come to playing. But he might have a chance, because Kyle Walker is going to leave this summer. He's gonna leave to Bayern Munich, and then Nathan Ake is not good enough to start over Gvardiol, in my opinion. And then he's like always injured. Okay, Nathan Ake is always injured, so in my opinion, I don't think Nathan Ake gonna have a chance to start ahead of Gvardiol. So it's gonna be like Gvardiol, Ruben Diaz, and Manuel Akanji. So this defensive line is nearly impossible to break, unless if you are one of the best team in the world. The problem is the best team in the world at the moment is Manchester City, and then they might face one of the best defender in the world. But when you are not good enough in a team collection, you're not gonna break this line. So it is like nearly impossible to break this defensive line. Think about it: Gvardiol, Ruben Diaz, Manuel Akanji. And you got in front of you, in front of that defensive line, you got like a Johnstone and Rodri. How are you going to break that two line? It's like nearly impossible. Okay, and then you're going to face one of the greatest managers of all time, Pep Guardiola. So how are you going to break? It's nearly impossible to break. So and then that's why the question is, where he gonna start ahead of the other player? In my opinion, yes. But even if he not start regularly next season, he's gonna be a long-term investment for Manchester City. That is scary. The business Manchester City doing at the moment is a bit scary, because Riyad Mahrez is already Manchester City already reached agreement with the Saudi Arabia clubs to sell Riyad Mahrez. It's like a 40 million euros, like a 35 million euros, like a 30 million euro plus add-ons 5 million euros. So it's gonna be like 35 million euro. And then they already they already let Gundogan go to Barcelona, and then now is the time of Kyle Walker. So the business they've been doing is, and then they are bringing the right player at the right moment. So this is a scary business from Manchester City. They let Gundogan go because he already 33 years old, and then they signed with the Kovacic from the Chelsea. Kovacic is not that old, like 29, 30, 28, I don't know, but it's gonna be like a short-term investment maybe. That's why I think Manchester City signed like a you know one of the best defender at the moment, because Gvardiol, we saw it. He might struggle with the when he faced Lionel Messi in a World Cup tournament, but in Leipzig he played as a right back, he played as a centre back, no problem. And Guardiola wants the player who can play at least two positions. That is the right option. And then this guy have a technical ability. His technical ability is insane, right? And then the reason I think why Gvardiol is going to start over, it's like Nathan Ake is not because of his project. It's because of his technical ability. Okay, he's very good on the ball, the passing, and then the defending, the composure, so good, so good, and then the area duet is insane. So in my opinion, he's already like he's just 21 years old, and then he have 9 or 10 years left to play for Manchester City. So when John Stone or like Manuel Akanji are gonna move to the other team when they attempt like a 31 years old, Vario is ready to lead this defensive line alongside Ruben Diaz. It's insane. It is insane. That's why, in my opinion, he might not get regular time next season, like according to the other people, because they think Ruben Diaz, Manuel Akanji, and Nathan Ake is gonna be the back line. In my opinion, I don't think so. It's gonna be like a Manuel Akanji, Ruben Diaz, and Gvardiol. So it's impossible to break. So let's see what's happened. They spent like 100 million euro for Gvardiol. It should be worth it. It's nonsense. Okay, when you let a player sit on the bench, you spend on 100 million player down. So it's nonsense, right? There's no way you're gonna let him sit on the bench after you spend 100 million on that player. There's no way. Okay, so but who knows? Let's wait and see what's gonna happen next. So what do you think about this Gvardiol signing from Manchester City? Do you think it's gonna be worth it? Make sure to comment below. Thanks for watching, guys.